Hi everyone, welcome to another edition of Cooking at Home with the Caprios. Here we are back in Rhode Island, and I am so honored and pleased to say we have a very special guest today. We have Todd English, an internationally known chef, restaurateur, philanthropist, and today a court jester. At any rate, Todd, welcome. Welcome to Rhode Island.
I'm honored to be here. Thank you very much,
We are
Judge.
honored
Great
to
to be
have
here.
you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
What do we cook?
Well, you know, I was out swimming in your pool the other day. I'm just kidding. But I was here, and I thought this would be something interesting. I know this is a big Italian delicacy. I know you like Italian food, right? I mean, that's all. That's what I hear. That's the only thing you can cook here. So I brought this polpo.
It looks like
Right.
it looks like evidence in a murder trial.
Right, I'm presenting this to the court as evidence.
Exhibit A.
It's Exhibit
Exhibit A. Exhibit B.
Right.
30 days in jail.
I'm already guilty as charged. All right, all right.
Return it to the evidence room.
We have braised this beautiful octopus or octopi or polpo, 3 hours or so. All right, I braised it in white wine with cherry peppers and onions and spices, and this is what it ends up looking like, okay? And I learned this from a very wonderful woman that I worked for in Italy years and years ago, and she taught me this when I was on the coast. There you go, thank you, sir.
What was her name?
I was a woman by the name of Nadia Santini.
Nadia.
Yes, and they had a restaurant called Dal Pescatore. So what we do is, when we braise this for 3 hours or so, what I do is just take the legs off, okay? I like leaving, some people take the skin off. I like it because I think it adds texture. And I'm gonna show you something really fun with this today, how we grill this, okay? So the braising of it makes it very tender, all right? And we actually there's an old folklore of actually putting corks in it while you're braising it. So the old Italians.
Really?
Yeah, actually, so I don't know if it works or not, but I always do it anyway. All right,
So is that olive oil?
this is your beautiful virgin olive oil here, all right? Then I need you to put a little bit of salt and pepper in there for me. There you go. All right. And then when we do that, I put a little prezzemolo, all right, and a little splash of balsamic on there. Perfect. Thank you, Judge. All right. How's that? All right. We're ready. We're ready to cook this now.
Now, tell us, have you cooked this for any famous people? Seriously?
I have there's been, I've been very fortunate in my career, to cook for a lot of movie stars, and a lot of interesting people along the way. I mean,
Your most interesting one.
most interesting one. Let's see. It could be like, let's see, the guys like George Clooney coming in.
Really?
Yeah,
He's
Meryl
Italian, isn't he?
Streep. Yeah. Well, he lives in Italy. I think he's Italian. I think he's half Italian like me. My name's English, but I'm Italian. It's a great guy.
Everybody wants to be Italian.
Everybody wants to be Italian, right? Isn't it the best? All right. So I'm going to go back here. I'm going to show you something we're going to do here. So we do here is I put it right on the wood, like that. Okay. It gives a really nice smoky char. Now, how about that? Okay. So what I love about this, okay, we braise this, and this gives us nice smoke and char. It goes right in there like that, and that's probably enough for us right there for one course there. So what it does is that once we've actually braised it, okay, to tenderize it with the corks and everything, then what we do is put it right on there. It gives a nice smoky char right on the wood.
So how long do you cook it for?
Just a few minutes. Just give it a nice little,
Really?
yeah, just a few minutes, and let it just simmer on there. It gets a little it kind of sears the skin. It gives a nice little crispiness as well, which is really lovely. And then you get the nice soft octopus flavor on the inside. So we'll let that go for 2 minutes. While we're doing that, right, we'll let that hang out there. And do you eat octopus a lot?
Of course.
Yeah, you must love it, right? It's awesome. I mean, it's one of the, I love it. It's become so popular in restaurants now. I mean, I've been serving it for 30 years in my restaurants, and now it's like all the rage everywhere. So it's really interesting how it's become so popular, these little crazy creatures that we love so much.
Yeah, we like fried octopus as well.
Yeah, that's right. That's another great thing. Yeah. Right.
Deep fried, it
Yeah.
just tastes delicious.
Yeah, like calamari, right? So pull these logs out. Okay, you can watch how.
Oh, look at that. It's actually right on the burning log.
Right
in
on the
the
log.
flame.
Right on the log. What do you think? You like?
Fantastic.
Yeah.
No grill marks on there. Log marks.
Just log marks. So I tried it. What I do is I took the logs a little bit before and actually just scraped them out a little bit, so you're not getting any of the log char or the ash in there. And that's pretty much what you do. Let it just char right on the log. So give it a few minutes on there. put it back in the bowl, and I'm going to make a little vinaigrette to go over it.
Beautiful.
We're going to serve it on a potato salad, which is very classic Italian. You can smell that smoke in there. Isn't that beautiful?
Wow.
Wow, isn't that beautiful?
Wow.
All right. Now, so what I have is potatoes here. All right, I've boiled them. I'm going to add a little bit of mascarpone cheese to them, okay? Mix that around. All right, and this just gives it a little bit of a creamy texture, nice flavor, a little bit of parsley. Put a little bit of roasted garlic in, like that. And let's let that cook down for just a second more.
So Todd, tell us,
Yeah.
are these off the menus of your restaurants, or
They are.
today did you wake up and say, I'm going to cook something?
I made this just for the
Unique.
judge today.
Yeah,
Yes,
okay.
this is just for you today, Judge. I mean, you know, we do things like this a lot. I mean, I've been loving it, but I thought, you know, I wanted to do something different and show you something that I thought that would, you know, make you happy.
So these are not tried and tested items, no, really, from some of your restaurants
No,
around the
no,
world?
yeah, we've done all over the world. It's something like it. There's just a variation of it, you know. So it's just fun to mix it up a lot.
So you get the fresh ingredients from wherever you are,
Yep.
you mix them together and make it work.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Fantastic.
right.
Well, this is a welcome change. You know, usually this is Sunday actually, and we usually have pasta on Sunday and a
Yeah.
whole bunch of other things. Typical
Yeah.
Italian meal.
That's right.
But
Can you
this is-
hand me the plate there? I'm
This
gonna
is
show
just
you.
great.
Right? All right. So, I need you to put a little bit of olive oil over the top of this, some balsamic vinegar
Over where?
over the top of there. What I'm going to do, perfect. And as much as you like there, Judge, I like olive oil, so you can go any way you want.
Oh, we can do a little bit more. Okay.
All right. Now I've got some shaved fennel, some shaved onion, olive, okay, caper. Can you put a little salt and pepper over there?
Okay.
And a little balsamic. There you go. Beautiful. Tomato. Oh, I forgot one thing. I need to put in the potatoes. Anchovy. I love the anchovy. What? You can't go wrong.
Alish.
Well, it's not Italian if there's not anchovy in it, right? There you go. Here we go. Put that in like that. All right. All right. Now, you can put that right on the board. All right, Judge. I want you to spoon this in the middle of the plate for me. Be careful. That might be a little warm. All right. Oh, I'm so excited about this. So simple. We just toss this, a little bit of parsley. Perfect. You've done this before.
A few times.
All right. So we put the octopus on top, like that. All right. You know, you can smell that beautiful smoke that's
Oh,
coming
that
up there, right? Isn't that
Which
great?
smelled so appetizing.
Right, I know. But I put a little bit of calabrese pepper in there. And we put the tomato, drizzle a little more olive oil over the top of that, Judge. Nice. Look at that. All right, a little fresh cress with a little pepper cress on top. Yeah. There you go.
Let's name the dish. What do you think, Todd?
I think that is the Judge's octopus, right? Polpo. Why not? What else? Or what else we could call that? I mean, you know, maybe it's evidence.
We'll call it, we're going to call this Todd's Treat.
I love it. I love it.
Look at this. We have Todd's Treat, a wonderful octopus dish,
Mm-hmm.
put together in 5 minutes, but 3.5 hours in the making.
All right, so please dive in, have a little taste of that. I usually cut a piece of that, have it with a potato and maybe a tomato if you can get it
Okay.
on the fork.
This way?
Yeah, that's perfect, just like that.
Okay. I'm really excited that we're trying this.
Yeah. So see, it should be that tender. You should cut right through that like that. You shouldn't even need. There you go.
Oh. Oh.
Try a potato with that. Follow with a little tomato, and then you get the roasted garlic. You get the olive oil. You get all the lemon. All this stuff involved. Perfect.
Oh. It is just spectacular. It really is.
So I'm not getting fined for anything yet.
No, not at
I was
all.
worried.
Well, Todd,
Yes.
I think it is absolutely
Thank you.
spectacular. However,
Yes.
the real test in my family,
Yeah.
there's the real test,
Okay.
is if someone else really appreciates
Okay.
this food.
Right.
And I'm going to do that right now. Joyce, come here. Okay. Now, this is my wife, Joyce,
Hi, Joyce.
right?
Yeah.
Mother of 5 children.
Amazing.
She's cooked a few.
I've met a few of them.
She's cooked a few meals in her
I
life.
would say so.
Believe it or not. So Joyce, I'm going to have you taste this. And give it.
He's right.
your-
Spectacular.
Thank you.
Fabulous.
Wow.
Fabulous. Okay, Joyce said fabulous. You get the job.
I've got the job, right?